Okay, thank you for the chance given to me. I am the third speaker from the opposite team. Now I will deliver my arguments about the motion the South would block ex-corruptor from running in the legislative elections. But before I give my argument, firstly I want to rebut the arguments from the second speakers of the affirmative teams. I disagree with their statements because former corruptions also has the requirement for having to openly explain to the public about their identity and not cover their life background is necessary in order to provide material for consideration for prospective voter in assessing or making their choice. This is because voter can critically assess the candidates they will choose as a good choice that has advantage and disadvantage to be known by the general public. So we disagree with this motion because this motion violates the basic rights of the citizens and the principles of the human rights to be elected and vote in accordance with 1945 Constitution, where these rights must still be respected. The candidacy of former corruptors to become permanent candidates is allowed by fulfilling certain conditions referring to Article 240, Paragraph 1 of Law Number 7 of 2017 regarding elections, which states that ex-convicts who have served a sentence of 5 years or more can become candidates, provided that they announce legal cases that have ensnared them. The KPU has no authority to limit their political rights of citizens, including former corruptors. Article 43, Paragraph 1 of the Human Rights Law basically states that every citizen has the right to be elected through elections. It reads as follows: every citizen has the right to be elected and vote in general elections based on equal right through direct, public, free, secret, honest, and fair voting in accordance and with the provisions of laws and regulations. Therefore, the PKPU regulatory policy is considered to violate human rights, where a former corrupt convict who have served his sentence should be assessed as a human being with equal rights in the eyes of the law. The legislative candidate for the ex-convict is protected by law, so his political rights may not be restricted. Furthermore, in the implementation aspect, there needs to be a further mechanism for ex-corruptor candidates who wish to re-register for the election, namely by being honest and open to the public about their credibility flow, and so that the public can then judge and so that the public can then judge for themselves directly what the conditions, circumstance, and their background before they decide to vote. So, our conclusion is we do not agree with this motion because this violates human rights and especially the law. Ex-corruptors should still be allowed to take part in legislative elections. Then it is back to the peoples who decides as a voter to vote for a candidate who is a former convict or a former corruptor or not, because to fill positions through elections, in the end it is the highest sovereignty that will determine their choice. Okay, that's all from our arguments as opposite groups. Thank you for your attention.